calling all Sagittarians and the rest of you too. Today I'm looking at how the planets will affect you in 2024 if your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or any other planets are in the sign of Sagittarius. We all share all the signs of the zodiac somewhere in our charts, even if it's just a house ruler. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign, mutable as it ends the fall season, taking place in the last month of autumn. And it is the last fire sign of the solar year, shining the way for the archer to shoot the arrow as far off as is needed. This fire sign sets their target based on their creative spark and intuitive knowing. Very creative. Usually this sign is the leader in their group, as others are inspired by their imagination and follow through. The planets that will be teaching Sagittarians this year are Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. Let's begin with Jupiter, transiting in the sign of Gemini beginning May 26th. It stays in that sign, proceeding from 1 to 21 degrees through the end of the year. Jupiter expands our awareness. Our potentials are greater if we act on our ideas. While in Gemini, we will all benefit from the energies this sign rules. All forms of communications, being more detached and able to see all sides of a situation quickly, good relationships with family and friends, and good humor. That's the positive side. Being twin energy, as Gemini is, the other side can display nervousness, deal with depression at times, challenging others due to their intellectual prowess. Watch for extremes here. Gemini opposes Sagittarius, so there will be some important things to look at. If your Sun is in Sagittarius, this opposition can bring about a time of growth, evolution, as well as challenges. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and the Sun represents your core identity. There may be tension between your need to take new chances and risks and your need for stability. Find your balance. Take on your goals with a realistic attitude. Don't overextend yourself, taking on more than you can handle or making promises you can't keep. Embrace challenges as chances to develop strength and broaden your perspective. You might need to confront certain issues that you've been avoiding, leading to increased self-awareness. If your moon is in this sign, you will feel more sensitive than usual. You may experience emotions differently, feeling others' pain and empathizing with them. The issue can be if you're overly sympathetic, you are identifying their pain as yours. Possessiveness and high emotions can create conflicts in your relationships. Ultimately, this period invites you to deepen your self-understanding and compassion. Embrace the lessons that come with heightened sensitivity, using them as a pathway to greater emotional intelligence. Reflect on your emotional responses and the underlying needs they reveal. Use this awareness to foster more authentic and loving relationships with yourself and others. And if you have Sagittarius rising, your close relationships will be affected. Jupiter conjunct your ascendant brings benefits your way. Mutual trust and respect shown by you and the other person means you can confidently sign contracts involving shared finances. This is also an excellent time to start a long journey with someone, such as an overseas holiday. You will be more interested in different cultures, beliefs, and spiritual teachings than usual. New relationships that enter your life now can bring you health, wealth, and happiness, as this aspect encourages learning and studying. This is also an excellent time to see a relationship counselor if you have a troubled marriage. Increased diplomatic skills will help you find peaceful settlements to ongoing disputes, or you may be a mediator between arguing friends. The next planet to discuss is Saturn in Pisces, transiting from 3 to 19 degrees. When Saturn is in this sign, you take a serious look at your inner beliefs, spirituality, religion, and your moral codes. If your sun is in Sagittarius, Saturn's effects can be limiting to your energy and vitality that you usually feel. You notice anxiety and discouragement become your focus. This transit sometimes coincides with illness or a lack of health you need to address. It's key to take care of yourself now. Put yourself at the top of your pyramid of importance. If you have your moon in Sagittarius, you can feel drained, as if you haven't a bit of emotional energy left to handle the simplest of responses and concerns. This wouldn't be an ideal time to take on more responsibilities. Instead, you probably need to let go of what's burdening you and get back to whoever or whatever nurtures you. Begin with giving yourself more downtime. Otherwise, you could end up with more unintentional and unproductive time off from illness, depression, or fatigue. Next, look to cultivate more active time with family, friends, or loved ones who cheer you up and unconditionally care for you. Also, drop any pretenses that you have of invulnerability and toughness. It's probably not serving you now. Instead, cultivate your vulnerability, and you'll likely see how others are coping with their own pain and hurt as well. From there, you're a better position to help others and be helped. If your ascendant is in Sagittarius, you may experience significant tests in your life and relationships. These challenges urge you to evaluate what you believe is truly valuable. Consider whether certain connections are worth maintaining. Ask yourself if changes in your approach could mend these bonds, or if it's time to gracefully let them go. You may find that you've been so invested in your career that you haven't realized how isolated you feel from others and they from you. You might work long hours away from home, fulfilling your duties and obligations, but this may not completely be the case. You might also dread or resist a level of intimacy and connection with family, with your close friends, or intimate partners. It's possible you don't feel supported or believed in by those you care about, so you've chosen to retreat. Stating clearly what you want and need from others will bring you closer to understanding your motivations and inner feelings. It's hard for you to be vulnerable during this transit since you're so focused on career goals. Ask for encouragement and comfort when it's available. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you humble. Next, we're going to look at the planet Neptune, also transiting in the sign of Pisces. Throughout 2024, Neptune goes direct and retrograde between 25 and 29 degrees. Neptune is the planet of illusion or delusion, depending on what choices we make in life. It rules Pisces, the sign illustrated by two fish swimming in opposite directions. Pisces naturally can be indecisive or easily pulled off of their mark. If your sun is in Sagittarius, the square from Neptune can bring about self-doubts that cloud the way ahead. You wonder who you are and why you're here. You feel more sensitive than usual, may have visions or dreams of what can be in your life. All you creators out there, in whatever medium, it's your time to bring the dream into reality. But at the same time, don't get lost in escapist tactics that keep you from realizing your own potential. If your moon is in Sagittarius, during this time your oversensitivity or need to please others for your own well-being comes into question. You are a target for emotional experiences that somehow evoke needed changes in your most intimate self. There can be conflicts with others unless you are completely honest and vulnerable. But then you mustn't allow others to take advantage of you due to your good nature or lack of backbone. The truth will set you free, and the burden will be lifted. Unfortunately, drugs and alcohol could add to any confusion now, especially if not used in moderation during this transit. And if your ascendant is in Sagittarius, this can be a confusing time when you question if you're living the life you want. What are your motives? Are you serving your own growth, or overextending yourself for others. It's time to strike a balance between caring for yourself and caring for others. Your clarity may be clouded now, making it easier to be deceived or misled. So avoid major business deals or contract negotiations during this time. Consider the intentions of those around you and trust your intuition to guide you through potential pitfalls. Embrace this period as an opportunity to reconnect with what genuinely matters to you. And the last planet to influence Sagittarians in 2024 is Pluto, transiting in Aquarius after January 21st until September 2nd. Then Pluto is in Aquarius again after November 21st through the end of the year. If you have any luminaries or planets in Sagittarius at 1 to 2 degrees, I'm speaking to you. Pluto is the transformer that reveals what is hidden that doesn't serve us. It sets us up for change. In the sign of Aquarius, the change will be a new humanity with new values, beginning with each of us. It's a progressive sign that cares about people. Aquarius sextiles Sagittarius, a fortunate aspect. If your sun is in Sagittarius, this transit will bring growth into your life with opportunities that instill power and the ability to improve your life. You will feel more driven to get ahead, as Pluto's intense and transforming nature helps to push through and achieve your goals. Forces acting behind the scenes are helping you, which could come as assistance from bosses or other important people in your life, corporations, or even government agencies. If your moon is in Sagittarius, your experiences in close relationships will reveal your deepest emotions and desires. This beneficial transit opens you up through writing your hopes and wishes down to remind you throughout your transformation. You will be able to dig deep into your underlying motives, gaining self-realization of why old issues still have a hold on you. As you come to realize how to get out of your own way, you can gain insight into your inner motivations. As you do, you will begin to be able to initiate change in your external environment that resonates with the transformation you are experiencing. For example, you may feel like changing jobs, initiating a new subject of study, or moving locations. Some of your old relationships that do not reflect who you are now may fade away, while you will simultaneously become fascinated by new relationships that embody the qualities you desire. If you have Sagittarius rising, you hit the grand slam. Now is your chance to transform your life in a positive way. You will have more power and influence over the outcomes in your life, and you can work to change the life of others at the same time with this humanitarian influence from Pluto. A new friendship or relationship may be more intense and deeper than you've ever felt. It could change your life, and theirs too. You will feel more attractive, have more charisma, and really enjoy intimacy on a profound level. Your confidence can send you into areas you formerly thought taboo. But once you study and gain the knowledge you need, you're a force to be reckoned with. So all you Sagittarians out there, lots to look at this year. There's much potential for rediscovering who you want to be in this life and going after it. After all, you're the fire that starts the blaze. If you like this video, new uploads release every Saturday afternoon. So please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Hit the like button to help spread this message to others who need to hear it. And check out our other videos on astrology, and guided meditations for inner healing and manifesting the life you've always dreamed of. On my Patreon site, I write monthly articles on the new and full moon and the current sun sign. I'm offering personal readings on my Patreon site, or you can email me at judy@skypatterns.com to begin working together to uncover your path on this journey through life. Check the description box for more information, and have a blessed day.